What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. The annual D23 Expo is happening now, and they had a huge Disney Plus event where they were showing off a lot of the stuff that's going to be happening on Disney Plus when it launches and shortly after. And it was a huge day for Marvel. We got to hear about 3 new series: Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk. And we got to hear about new information about series we already knew about. I am going to be using Agent M, Ryan Panagos' Twitter feed, and any of the pictures that I post in this came from his Twitter. I will have a link to it. He is the man with a plan at Marvel. His official title is Vice President and Creative Executive, Marvel New Media. So there you go. So basically, it started off with talking about the What If storyline, and we see Haley Atwell as Captain Carter. The first episode, or one of the episodes anyway, will feature a what if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers and became, Captain Carter. I don't know if she's Captain Britain or whatever they're going to call her, but looks pretty cool. This series is animated, so, keep that in mind. What if footage included Zombie Cap, Steve in a tank-like suit with Captain Carter, Bucky in a very different Star-Lord, and more. I also read on someone else posted on Twitter that there's going to be 23 episodes, one for each movie in the MCU, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So I love the concept of What If. There's a lot of What If comics out there where it's basically, what if something completely different happened? And I think that's great. I do like the fact that it's animated. I think initially I was a little disappointed that it wasn't going to be live action, but honestly, animated's great. And Marvel needs to step their animated game up. Next up, we see the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan were there. We do see Emily Van Camp is back as Sharon Carter. And then we see John Walker will be in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know if it says who. But we also, I don't know who actually John Walker is. I thought I saw something about U.S. Agent being played by Wyatt Russell. Okay, so John Walker is U.S. Agent's name. So Wyatt Russell joins Marvel's Falcon and the Winter Soldier series as John Walker. Gotcha. I didn't actually realize that was U.S. Agent's real name. So anyway, there you go, U.S. Agent in there with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. And obviously, I think Anthony Mackie will be playing Captain America. He'll be donning the shield, so we'll see. So they brought out Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen for WandaVision. And this one's weird. Apparently, it hasn't started shooting yet. But getting tone and flavor in a video, vibes of Dick Van Dyke style sitcom, but weird darkness, a bit of horror, intense, half sitcom, half epic MCU adventure. Those are Agent M's words. And Elizabeth Olsen, of course, is Scarlet Witch. Paul Bettany is Vision. I don't know if it says what the time frame is, but it does say that Kat Dennings is back as Darcy, and Randall Park is back as Jimmy Woo, reprising their roles from Thor in Ant-Man and Wasp. And Catherine Hahn is in WandaVision. As WandaVision's noisy neighbor. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Then they announced Miss Marvel, Kamala Kahn, will be getting her own TV series on Disney Plus, and then from the TV series, she will go straight into her own movie. So that is fascinating, and it's not really surprising. Obviously, Kamala Kahn is known as the first Muslim superhero in Marvel, and I think that is something that they've definitely pushed and focused on quite a bit since she was unveiled. I know that she's like kind of a sticking point for a lot of people. I do kind of like her. I know that she's basically Mr. Fantastic. as far as her powers are concerned. But we want representation, and I think it's important to kind of give her an opportunity. I think she has the possibility of being a really great character, and I really hope that this series does well. So we'll see what happens there. Next up was the jaw dropper for me. I know it's been rumored for a while, but freaking Moon Knight, okay? Moon Knight is finally getting his own series on Disney Plus, and I actually I FaceTimed my brother, because my brother is like literally the biggest Moon Knight fan that I know, and I wanted to see his reaction. Literally, when the logo popped up in my feed, I hit FaceTime. He's driving, unfortunately, and I'm like, dude. And then I flipped the screen to show the Moon Knight logo, and I was so disappointed. He like literally stone-faced me. He's like, oh, cool. I'm like, oh man, I thought your reaction would be way better than that. And he's like, well, I mean, it's been rumored for a while. So, but anyway, it was still pretty cool. And I don't know who they haven't cast Miss Marvel or Moon Knight. It seems like both of these series are kind of farther down the line. And then, of course, She-Hulk. Out of nowhere, we get a She-Hulk series. Now, this is cool because they kept this one under wraps pretty well. It's definitely tough to keep secrets, and I don't think there has been any rumors whatsoever as to She-Hulk getting her own series. So it's great, though, and I can't wait to see what they do. Maybe we'll see her go up against Red She-Hulk. Maybe we'll see Hulk pop his way in. But yeah, man, great to see that happen. And it seems like that is pretty much it. But that is not the only Disney news or Marvel news that we heard from Disney today. Kit Harington is going to be playing a character in the Marvel Universe, and it will be announced tomorrow who it will be. A lot of rumors of Wolverine, which is interesting. My brother, actually, Eric, said Black Knight would be interesting if they went with Black Knight, and that I think that would actually work, because I thought I heard something about a Black Knight series, and I mean, that would really kind of fit with what he's known for. I just don't know if he wants to be kind of I don't know what I'm blanking on the word I want to use, but pigeonholed into that type of a role. I know you can do worse, but I don't know. I don't know who I would want him to be. I mean, I don't remember if he can hide his accent much. I'm assuming that he can, because most of the British actors that have taken on the role of American characters have been able to do so. So I would imagine somebody with his abilities has the ability to do so as well. I wouldn't hate it if he was Moon Knight, but I feel like they would have announced that tonight. I think that could have worked. I really don't have anything else. I could definitely see why people think he could be Wolverine. I think that would work really well. No Spider-Man news. I know I probably should have let off with that, but nothing about Spider-Man quite yet. And there's been rumblings throughout the day, that we might hear something very soon and that it's going to get rectified. It has to get rectified. I can't imagine an MCU without Spider-Man. I will say, though, that I have heard rumors that the third Spider-Man movie was going to be more of a Peter Parker movie, kind of like Iron Man 3 was like Tony Stark 007, and I do not like the idea of that. We need them in their suits and in their costumes. So what do you guys think, man? Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel getting their own series, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think. Is there any other characters that you'd like to see pop up? Maybe we'll see some of the other champions pop up in Miss Marvel. It's going to be a little bit. I would imagine we're going to see a crossover with Brie Larson involved. I mean, Miss Marvel's actually had a pretty good week. We got to see her in the Marvel's Avengers video game, and now she's getting her own series here on Disney Plus. Keeping in mind that it's $7 a month just for Disney Plus, and $14.99 will also get you Hulu and ESPN Plus. So this is pretty much going to be the biggest and best value in streaming. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't want another streaming service. Why can't it just all be Netflix? I mean, everybody wants theirs, you know? So we are not going to get these types of shows unless Disney is kind of doing their own thing. So I'm pretty hyped about it. I think you should be too. We did also see the Mandalorian trailer, and we got announcements of an Obi-Wan series, and there was something else Star Wars related they did, but Clone Wars is coming in February of 2020. So there you have it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll have any news that I can tomorrow when it comes to the movies. I'm imagining that's what they're doing tomorrow. Today was Disney Plus. Tomorrow it's going to be Marvel movies. So there you go. We'll see ya.